These are Dr. Nathan Connolly and his wife, Dr. Shani Mott. And this is a story about how certain processes in our social system are designed to keep a specific segment of the population at a constant disadvantage. In 2017, this couple bought a house for $450,000 near Baltimore, Maryland, and over the next few years, they added $35,000 in renovation. Following the renovations, they wanted to get a refinance loan, so they contacted loandepot.com, who sent an evaluator called 2020 Valuations LLC to evaluate their home. They were shocked to find out that after spending $450,000 in a house and putting $35,000 worth of renovations, their house was evaluated at only $472,000 in a market that we all know is super hot. They appealed the appraisal, but never heard back from the company. So a few months later, they decided to restart the loan process, but this time, Dr. Connolly, who is a professor at Johns Hopkins University, asked one of his colleagues, who is white, to be present during the appraisal and pretend that he was the owner of the house. They then proceeded to remove any indication that an African-American family lived in that property. I think you already know what happened. The evaluation came back and it was $750,000, almost $300,000 more than the previous evaluation. This is a denial of funds that is unjustified in any society, let alone one that we consider fair and just to all people. It's a denial of funds that can be used to uplift a family, to get them out of financial trouble, to provide improvement tools. Understandably, Dr. Mott and Dr. Connolly are suing loandepot.com and 2020 Valuations. And fortunately for their story, they can advocate for themselves. But we can't say the same thing for thousands and thousands of other families who are subjected to these inequities. There's a 2018 study, you see it right here, called The Devaluation of Assets in Black Neighborhoods. In it, the author found that on average, evaluations that are conducted for Black and brown families are undervalued by $48,000 per evaluation. Yet again, an example of where the spirit of the law of the Civil Rights Act is crushed against the reality of social inequities that some people have to deal with every day. We still have a long way to go as a society before we can say that we're truly fair, just, and free.